Prove your freedom.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Prepared Mind channel. You know, normally I do the morning videos and then do the afternoon. On Friday, we're doing the free-for-all Friday, but I tell you what, we're going to call this just a taste. This is an appetizer for free-for-all Friday. So let's get to it. Well, you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. But what happens when those eggs are rotten eggs? Folks, you get a smelly omelet. And the more you stir it, the more it stinks. And when you pour it in the pan, it really stinks. But you got to cook those eggs, right? Well, we've heard about Virginia. Virginia has been a battleground. I mean, we're used to thinking Illinois, New York, California. We're used to thinking of those three states as the big battlegrounds for, are we going to be free or are we going to have socialism? Well, Virginia joined that race to join the stinky egg group. And they pushed their critical race theory through schools, and they pushed their gun control efforts. This is Governor Northam, Democrat scumbag, in the last 4 years. Well, let's see. They had all kinds of problems in their schools. They didn't have any problems with legitimate gun owners. But the people of Virginia realized that they were duped, that they were handed a bag of rotten eggs and told, no, those are Easter eggs. They're terrific. Look how bright. Look how inclusive they are, right? Well, they got a new governor. And he has already said no more masks, no more mandates. Virginia's turning around, folks. This is what happens when you take action. You can make a difference. Now, in states like California that are way left, they're controlled. New York, way left, controlled. Illinois, way left, controlled by Democrats. But good states like Virginia, folks, they're teetering and now they're swinging the other way. Good for you, good for America. It's not good for SHTF. This is going to create more problems. Now, let's get into this. The new Attorney General who has been appointed, or was he elected? Doesn't matter. Can't remember. Shit. But the first thing he did, folks, was fire 30 staff members and announced major investigation. Just as his first day, his first order of business, folks. It has been absolutely fantastic. Virginia's new Attorney General, his name is Jason Miyares. He's announced investigations into the Virginia Parole Board, Loudoun County Schools. Right, he was sworn in on Saturday, and he's already cleaning house. Good. He came in, he looked around, and his first moves, fire the scum and start investigating others. Now, this is what he said, quote, "One of the reasons Virginians get so fed up with government is the lack of transparency. And that's a big issue here, meaning in Virginia. The Virginia, and this is what he wrote, folks, the Virginia Parole Board broke the law when they let out murderers, rapists, and cop killers early without notifying victims." Holy cow, they've got an Attorney General that's going to actually uphold the law, prosecute people in government, in positions of power who have caused harm to others. He said this also. He wrote, Loudoun County Public Schools covered up a sexual assault on school grounds for political gain, leading to an additional assault of another young girl. Folks, sexual assault, you mean rape? Yeah. The school, folks, a school covered up a sexual assault, rape. for their political gain, pushing their LGB baloney. And I'm not talking about Let's Go Brandon. I'm talking about the other LGB, trying to push their trans agenda. They needed to hide that because it was a trans boy who was accused. Well, he didn't identify as a boy. Now, in response, dipshit Dingleberry State Senator Louise Lucas claimed that the new Attorney General Miars fired the entire Civil Rights Division. However, spokesman for the actual Attorney General said only 2 were fired. Only 2 personnel changes were made. I bet it's because there were serious problems with those 2 people. Folks, Miars is reported to be looking into, investigating, and will prosecute criminally cases in jurisdictions where left-wing district attorneys have declined to prosecute. Isn't that nice? How many times did we hear, folks, during the 2020 riots that BLM and Antifa did? How many times did we hear, no arrests made, no arrests made, arrests made, no charges filed, released? How many times did we hear that? And we're going, wait a minute, isn't that their job? And then left-wing district attorneys prosecuted people who stood up for themselves, defended themselves, like the McClotskys in St. Louis, Missouri. They were prosecuted, folks, even though people criminally trespassed, made threats, credible threats of violence, arson, and murder. They weren't charged, but you dare stand up for yourselves? Oh boy. So in Virginia, folks, they now have Glenn Youngkin, who has said no more of this mandate crap. And we're getting rid of CRT, and we're going to be servants of the people. And now they have an attorney general, folks. We need this everywhere. We need to be kicking some ass. We the people. It's going to be a hell of a fight, though, folks. When you're being bullied and you back off, when you run away, when you try and make the bully happy, and in this case, the bully is Democrat, socialist scumbags. You turn your back, you try to agree with them, you try and say, okay, it's cool, I'll play along, and they twist your arm behind your back anyway. They make you say, uncle, they hurt you, they humiliate you, they steal your lunch money. Enough. What happens, folks? The only way to stop a bully is to fight him. And sometimes you lose and sometimes you win, but the bully learns you're not going to put up with it. And the more you fight back, the better you get at it. And the more you really fight back, the stronger you get. Yeah, you're going to get black eyes. And I'm not saying do anything violent, folks. This is called an analogy. Okay, this is analogous. This is metaphorical violence we're talking about. I'm not encouraging or promoting violence of any sort. In fact, you just might call this satire. That was for YouTube, folks. That was for social media. That was so we don't get removed off the internet. But the part about standing up to bullies and fighting back politically is critical. You can't satisfy a tyrant. You can't appease a tyrant. And when you start talking about tyrants in government, folks, those are the people that use real power to prosecute good people while letting bad ones go. When you talk about real political power and tyrants, those are the people that put good people in jail, like the nonviolent protesters who trespassed and are being accused of insurrection. They'll prosecute them and throw them in jail and let others out, murderers, rapists, arsons. Wow. I'm glad that Virginia has elected and brought in Miars. I can't pronounce the dude's name. Folks, you know what a free-for-all is, don't you? That's when you jump right in the middle of it and just start throwing dukes, fighting back politically. Get in there, folks. Mix it up. Take action. But remember, always be prepared first. food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense. They're kicking ass in Virginia, folks. The governor and the attorney general, we need more of that. We need more DeSantis's out there. We need more Governor Abbotts versus all of these rhino scumbags and these traitors and treasonous douches everywhere. Fight back. It's up to you. It's up to me. It's up to us. This is our country. But in no way does this mean SHTF is over or close to being over. Remember, the bully, you start fighting back, he's going to try hurting you. He's going to try hurting you in new ways. He's going to blindside you. Yeah, you may win today, but he's going to punch you tomorrow in the nose when you're not looking. Get ready for more. But definitely, folks, it's time to politically start fighting back. Prep to action. God bless Virginia. God bless America. It's good to see this fight. God bless Texas. God bless Florida. God bless all the good states, folks. Fight back. It's time. This great reset, these globalists, the Obamas, the Clintons, the Bidens, they're scum and we know it. It's time to fight back. It is. It is time to fight back. It's time to stop being afraid of Chicken Little, right? The booster rooster. It's time to stop being afraid of them. Semper Fi, Godspeed. Chance favors the prepared mind. It's Free for All Friday.